This segment brought to you by Farm Credit Associations of Kansas, lending support to rural America, and by American Ag Service, your DuPont Pioneer dealer.
Welcome back to Ag AM in Kansas. I'm Brityne Rucker. We're returning with our Young Leaders in Ag segment, and this week's Young Leader in Ag is Natalie Harris. Welcome, Natalie.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Natalie, go into a bit of your ag background.
So I grew up on a farm south of Abilene, Kansas, where we raised sheep as well as crops. So we were diversified. We grew wheat, sorghum, and soybeans. That's where my love for ag, I would guess say, that's where it started at. And then I was involved heavily with 4-H and FFA growing up, and which led me into K-State. I always had a passion for purple. I grew up going to K-State football games, and so I got to see that family environment that I'd always heard about. So K-State was for sure my dream school, and that's where it all started.
Yeah, so during your time at K-State, what did you major in?
I am majoring in agribusiness, and then I have a secondary major in global food systems leadership.
And you actually interned with Kansas Soybean and with JBS. Go into a bit of those experiences.
Yeah, so this past summer I interned with Kansas Soybean Association, and that was really cool for me because I got to see the other side of production agriculture after having grown up around crops and even raising soybeans. I was involved in a lot of different activities. That internship was pretty cool and unique because I got to do a lot of different things. It wasn't just one particular project that I worked on. I worked on a bit of everything, which was really cool for me, and it really exposed me to that side of the industry. And then this summer I'm interning with JBS as a sales and marketing intern, and so that's really cool because I'm on the fed beef sales team, and so I also get to work with the animal side of things. So I'm really appreciative for the internships that I've had so far. I love that I've had it very diversified, and it allows me to see more of the ag industry as a whole.
Now, as a young person watching this, what are some valuable things that come out of internships?
I would say one of the most valuable things that I always tell prospective students when I sit in with them for visits for College of Ag Ambassadors is that it certainly is always helpful to have an internship, whether that leads you down the path of, yes, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, or maybe you get into an internship and you're in it for 3 months, you're like, I don't ever want to do this again. So I really appreciate it because it's a great experience, great exposure to the ag industry, and it really gives you a feel for potential career opportunities later on.
Yeah, and really gets your foot in the door with certain people in the industry.
Yes, for sure.
So, Natalie, last question and probably loaded question, but where do you see yourself going in the agricultural industry in the future?
I would say kind of a timeline. I always want to be involved in the agriculture industry in any way that I can. I've always kind of had my foot in the door in that aspect, coming from my background and then what I pursued in college. Being involved, hopefully, ideally, I'd like to be in marketing. Any kind of thing that entails. Just always supporting and advocating for the agriculture industry is where I hope to be at.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Natalie, so much for being on the program.
Yes, thank you.
I'm Brityne Rucker, and this has been Ag AM in Kansas.
At Farm Credit, we partner with America's farmers who work hard each and every day to grow the food that we all enjoy. It's not an easy task, but it's an important one. Farm Credit is proud to work with farmers and ranchers, lending support in rural America.